So I think now more than ever, it's important if you are selling your home, you want to position it to get the most amount of money, and that's where show homes and staging come into the foray. And Linda, appreciate you coming on, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit because you guys have some pretty remarkable success stories when it comes to homes that needed some cleanup, and you guys really have kind of a turnkey approach to no matter if it's some light redesign stuff to where you need to come in and basically help someone completely bring in a labor crew and completely change the look of the house. You guys really have staging that covers all those bases.
We do, absolutely. Whether it's an owner,
almost forgot. There you go.
Yeah, we do, absolutely. Whether it's a seller-occupied home or a vacant property, we have staging solutions for every home, every price point, every condition, absolutely.
And I think the key to that is when we talk about staging, a lot of people look at it as a cost. I view it as an investment. I mean, the people that are out there wondering, oh, well, I don't want to spend this to stage my home, or I don't want to do that. And it's the same, it's the same thing we tell people that are thinking about selling their homes themselves. Surely there are people that have sold their homes themselves, and surely there will continue to be throughout history. I think, the statistics, however, support that hiring a great realtor that really knows how to market, knows how to spend money on marketing, the fee that you pay the realtor will recover a quicker sale, put more money in your pocket, and a better price. And I think staging's the same thing. People view it as a cost. Oh, I don't want to spend the money. What they're ultimately saying is, I don't want to make more money, right?
Absolutely. In fact, the national return on investment stat is 343% return. It's
kind of hard to beat that. I sure would love to beat that. In other investments, but and again, because of the way people buy homes, it's an emotional process, right?
Yes.
They're looking to fall in love with the house, and if you've got nasty wallpaper and the NASCAR collection and a bunch of ugly stuff up on the wall, they're not going to have that immediate ability to kind of fall in love and pay maximum dollar for the property.
Absolutely. Staging is really all about presentation. We create the presentation that we know that buyers respond to. That model home look, that clean and decluttered, nice things. There is a natural higher perceived value for a staged home versus a non-staged home.
And we've talked about this before. Like you mentioned, you guys have services available for everybody, and certainly, are there people that can sell their home and get a great price in certain price ranges without doing it? It's hard to really say that they couldn't. Especially in price points where you've got the hedge funds buying and things like that. But as you escalate that price chart, it becomes more and more logical that they really need to invest in it. The $1 million person out there that wants to sell their $1 million home really needs to look at staging, because it will generate that emotional attachment. I think the other reason is because a lot of consumers have this impression that their home looks lovely and that their stuff is fantastic, and while it might be name brand and it might be great stuff, that doesn't mean that in the eyes of the consumer they're going to like how that house looks. That's part of what you guys do, is help to get the consumer to see past their own attachment to their own things and how a buyer would look at the house, and fall in love with it.
Yeah, there's actually an art and a science to what we do. It is an artistic ability, but there is a scientific method of how furniture is positioned, how the home is presented, and sellers typically can't see that because they live there and they live with their stuff.
And they look, and again, so they don't have that ability to separate. And again, that's not to say that some people don't, because I've walked into homes and said, okay, you've been watching HGTV, or did you used to be a stager? You walk into some homes and the people just naturally know how to do it. But the likelihood of that is very slim. Very few people understand how to properly space the home. And I think, and if you have questions about this, if you have questions about home staging, how to best position your home to get maximum price in the quickest time, give us a call. You can reach us at 855-970-9352. We'll answer your questions live on the show today. Don't wait till the last 10 minutes of the show. It seems like every week we get a flurry of calls at the end of the show, and we can't ever get to all of them. So again, the call-in number if you have questions, 855-970-9352. And again, the 9352 equates to WFLA in terms of text dialing. So if you have questions, call us, and we'd love the opportunity to answer your question or point you in the right direction. One of the other things I think that that staging comes into play, and it's how it aligns so well with us, because our goal is, we really believe that selling the home quickly is in everybody's best interest. The buyer will pay more, they'll feel like it's more of a value if it hasn't been sitting on the market forever. The seller keeps money in their pocket because they don't continue to pay the mortgage and the maintenance costs and all those things. So our goal aligns with you guys' goal, which is if the seller sells the home more quickly, and again, I'm not saying giving the home away, I'm saying getting top dollar but getting it quickly, they keep more money in their pocket. They don't pay all those costs.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the stats that you mentioned earlier, I'll share ours. Our average sale time is less than 16 days of a staged house.
And that's right in line with ours. We're 14 days right now.
And our list price, that's running about 98.2% of list price for a staged home.
And that's fantastic.
Yeah. We just had a great success story I'll share real quick. Home that was on the market for 6 months, had almost 50 showings with no offers, multiple price reductions. We staged the property. It was under contract in 10 days.
And I'll tell you, I think that's the key. People will go and reduce the price instead of spending a little bit of money. And again, I understand some people maybe don't have the money in the bank or they don't have the equity, but there are options to where they can work out solutions to get the home staged,
Yes.
and it'll make them more money. And
Absolutely.
it's something we recommend to our clients. We strongly encourage, if you are going to sell the home, if you contact us about our guaranteed sale program, or if you hear Jack or Glenn Beck talking about us and you decide to have us help you sell your home, one of the recommendations we're going to make to you is to talk to Linda with ShowHomes and come up with a solution if the home needs it. And again, not every home needs it. We've walked into homes that look amazing, but for the most part, a lot of our clients could use that consultation that you guys provide for free, to our clients, to give them that extra bit of information, kind of that ammunition to get prepared and ready for getting the home sold for the most amount of money.
Yeah, we do pre-listing consults, and remember, it's all about presentations. It's all about the photos. It's all about online.
It is. Well, and that's when we talk about the show's topic today being getting how can you get the most amount of money for listing and selling your home. First, obviously, you need to hire a great real estate agent, and you're talking to the one you need to hire. But secondarily, whatever agent you hire needs to be able and willing to spend money hiring a professional photographer, doing a video like the ones we do at TampaHomeVideos.com, doing all these types of things to get exposure and to make the property look beautiful. You're selling your most expensive asset you've ever owned. You're not going to own something more expensive than your home. You need to invest in getting it up to par for the market to get the most amount of money.